We are the robots. We're talking robots this morning, stealing jobs, not joined in the studio by a robot, but by a human who has some insights on this. He is David Van Lochem, and he's the founder and CEO of an organisation called Augmented Workforce. Morning, David, good to see you.
Good morning, thanks for having me over.
So you spent years and years and years working in senior HR positions with big multinational companies like IBM, like IDEMA, the big European company that does a lot of payments processing stuff. But you've left there to set up and launch an organisation called Augmented Workforce. I'm going to ask you why you've done that and what it means in a second. But first of all, we're going to get a definition on Augmented Workforce, because I hadn't heard the phrase before. And doing my homework, a lot of people are tracing it back to the World Economic Forum in Davos 2.5 years ago, and the consultancy Deloitte who coined the phrase. Success has many fathers, I'm sure others claim that as well. But this is a guy called Brett Walsh from Deloitte explaining how they arrived at the phrase augmented workforce and what it means in practice.
We've chronicled the future of work over the last few editions. In 2000, announced the open talent economy and introduced the concept of on-balance sheet employees together with contractors, joint ventures, freelancers, the crowd and robotics. And what we've discovered in this latest report is the augmented workforce has truly arrived.
I guess you believe that because you set a company to deal in it. Tell us more.
Yes, about 2 years ago I got really intrigued by a business friend of mine in Dubai. And she said, people hate me at birthday parties. I said, why? She said, I work for a company that deals in software robots. And people are afraid that it will take away their jobs. So I got really intrigued by it, and I started reading about it, learning about it, and I found out that actually, like you just said, and like Dilo just said, it's happening now. It doesn't happen tomorrow. It's happening right as we speak. And secondly, I'm always questioning whatever people say, and in this case, I really question, like, is it really taking away jobs? And what I found out, and just some numbers, the World Economic Forum, which you just mentioned, says by 2022, it will take away 75 jobs, but at the same time, it will create 133 jobs. That means a net increase of 58. And not only that, I also believe that it really will augment the way we work in terms of with AI, with robotics. Robotics will take care of, let's say, the repetitive work that people don't want to do. And AI will basically add a lot of value to the work that we already do. And I really believe in assisted robotics.
So, we've got a Twitter poll going. We're asking our listeners what they think. The question is, how do you feel about robots and artificial intelligence replacing jobs over the next decade? And we're giving people three options. One is excited, one is scared, and the third option is it's just hype and it's actually not going to happen. Well, only 6% of people are excited. That's 1 in 20. Half of the people are scared, but 44% thinks it's just hype and it won't happen. So let's address that. People think this is all hype and robots aren't going to steal our jobs. What do you say to them?
I would say they are right, because in reality it will augment our jobs. I think companies that will start applying AI and robotics will free up time for the employees to spend more time on customer service, customer intimacy, let's say improving quality. So in that way it will definitely change jobs, but it will not necessarily take away jobs on a large scale. So, and fear, I mean the first industrial revolution was about the steam machine, and I think there were farmers that thought that the cows will never produce milk anymore. Fear is not always the bad thing.
Looking at some of the issues that this creates in your field, human resources, we heard earlier on from Ginny Robertson, who's the global CEO of IBM. She was speaking at a conference recently about this, and she thinks every job is going to be impacted by AI. Some of the tasks will be automated, not completely, but some of them. But they did an experiment at IBM, where you used to work, in the HR department, where you used to work, of implementing HR. And she said it saved them a fortune, saved them $300 million but a lot of jobs, about 1 in 3 jobs, disappear. This is Ginny Roberty explaining it to the guys at CNBC.
On one hand, you're right, we were able to replace a lot of routine work. In the case of HR, our HR staffing went down by 30%. However, the people then doing the job of HR, they do far more non-routine work. Their salaries all went up, or their skills went up with it.
So the winners is great, but what about the losers?
Right. Well, I used to work for HR at IBM, as you said, and I saw this already kind of like coming around that time, like where standardized, low-level, more like HR operational jobs were kind of like disappearing and being taken over by predictive analytics, etc. And you can take me as an example. I mean, I moved out of IBM. I moved into a different role, and right now I'm more like in the business development role in IT. I think it's really, really, really important to kind of like anticipate the change and get prepared for it. There are new jobs, there are new things to learn, there are new roles out there.
What about the idea that machines are there to create jobs for all of us? The idea that machines take jobs away is like a doomsday scenario, really. Surely everybody could be using machines to create jobs rather than destroy jobs.
Absolutely, Malcolm. I mean, the first industrial revolution was about the personal computer, the internet, etc. In reality, I don't think we have seen, let's say, a loss total of jobs. Some jobs have disappeared. My mom used to be a typist at Siemens. She hated that job. It was a room full of women, carbon paper was unforgiving. Yes, the personal computer has taken away that job, but a lot of these women are not there when it happens in the Ministry of Economic Affairs. They got jobs like management assistants, they got new jobs, some of them even went into catering, hospitality, and most of them like this. I mean, it's not a revolution, it's an evolution.
David, we'll have to leave it there. Fascinating insights. I'm sure we will speak about this again in the weeks and months to come, but for now, David Van Lochem, the founder and CEO of Augmented Workforce here in Dubai. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
This is the Business Breakfast.
In association with Etisalat. Business first. Postpaid plans. Call 800 5800.
Want to start your business from only 2,500 dirhams? Get in touch with Anjman Media City today. There's no e-channel deposit and you get full free visa on select packages. Anjman Media City provides a mix of commercial and service activity licenses in one license, plus the